Discarding Down with Stymie and Gums, an audiobook by Rich Baritone. Chapter 1, Part 4, Stymie. Imagine my surprise when the cops knocked on the door of the hotel room I was selling dope out of with a warrant for my arrest for cutting the tags off of pillows at a Walmart. I didn't know who was knocking, so I opened the door with a bag full of drugs in my hand because I'm a fucking idiot. Luckily, one of the deputies knew my grandfather, who was an indescribably corrupt trash collector. He told the other officers to wait outside while he shoved the 2-pound bag of crack into his shorts. He told me that he knew I was not guilty, because security cameras clearly showed I did not enter the home furnishings department that day. The cameras did show me shoplifting a can of potted meat, though. Everyone who knew me was baffled. They couldn't believe I would cut the tags off of pillows in a Walmart. They were right. I wouldn't. But I got 60 days for shoplifting the potted meat. While I sat in jail for stealing a 45-cent can of off-brand sandwich spread, she recanted, and the grand jury refused to hear the case, as it was far too silly. However, even though there was no conviction, the charge made it difficult to do certain things like buy slipcovers or doilies. Yep, I should be exempt from all consequences. It's not fair. Wah. My descent accelerated. I began selling Amway products. After a while, I started smoking Nutrilite daily tablets, and I was hooked. Reading, writing, and arithmetic were no longer of any interest to me. Then again, I never had any interest in those subjects. Tell you what, just forget the last 2 sentences. I think that's what they're called. Sentences, right? That word makes me nervous. The Nutrilite had taken over, and the paranoia was off the chain. I always thought Alex Jones was watching me, and there were invisible elephants and turtles that looked like gums in the room with me. When I could no longer fund my Amway habit, I started stealing candy from babies, massively increased my lying to people, and selling hand jobs. I never robbed or shot anyone, primarily because I couldn't afford a gun, let alone bullets. I was a typical drug user. I'd go to jail, get out, and stay clean anywhere from 6 to 18 minutes, and then I'd relapse because I wanted to. This pattern has went on since I was 3. I spent a lot of time in jail. When you do not have the impulse control or common sense to not commit crimes, you have to take what they give you lying down, and that affects every part of your life, especially who you're having sex with. From my experience, if you don't have money, you don't have a chance in court. I am constantly broke. Therefore, I should be above the law. Have I mentioned my troubled childhood?